Welcome to our exploration of the timeless knowledge embedded in the Bhagavad Gita. In today's episode, we delve into Chapter 2, where the divine Lord Krishna unfolds the path of Karma Yoga, the yoga of selfless service. Let's journey together to understand how this ancient wisdom can guide us in navigating the complexities of our contemporary lives. Unraveling Karma Yoga. Our journey begins with Lord Krishna stressing the significance of action in life. He elucidates that being inactive is not an option for anyone. Every individual is driven to take action due to their inherent nature. However, he points out that is not the actions but our attachment to their outcomes that leads to a continuous cycle of rebirth. The imperative of righteous action. Krishna imparts the essence of performing one's duties without any attachments. His teachings emphasize that performing one's duty, known as Swadharma, is preferable over inaction. By carrying out work without selfish desires, one can reach the zenith of liberation from action and its associated wise act in accordance with their natural tendencies. He advises Arjuna that, as a Kshatriya warrior, it is his nature to engage in battle. Even Krishna, as the Lord of all beings, participates in actions, for his inaction could result in world disorder. This section emphasizes that the wise should perform actions without attachment, setting an example and encouraging others to act righteously. Unveiling the secret of effective action. Krishna reveals the secret to effective action, aligning it with Yajna, a selfless service that transcends ritualistic sacrifice. Actions performed Yajna do not bind the soul. He counsels Arjuna to carry out his duties for the sake of Yajna, thereby remaining unbound by the surrender of all actions to the divine, treating them as offerings. By dedicating the outcomes of actions to God, one remains untouched by sin, much like a lotus leaf remains dry in water. This surrender is the zenith of Krishna, provides a precise and applicable guide to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. By grasping and implementing the principles of karma, we too can manage the intricacies of life with wisdom and grace. Thank you for accompanying us on this enlightening journey. Stay connected. Krishna begins by addressing Arjuna's concerns, urging him to rise to his duty as a warrior. At this juncture, he introduces a concept that has been a cornerstone of Hindu philosophy, the Atman, or the immortal soul. Krishna elucidates that the Atman is eternal, unchanging, and beyond the cycle of birth and death. This is the true essence of our being, the spark of divinity within each one of us. But how does one perceive this eternal soul? Krishna advises Arjuna to look beyond the physical realm. He invites him to transcend the limitations of his senses, to delve deeper into the realm of the spirit. The physical body, Krishna explains, is merely a vessel. It's subject to change, decay, and ultimately death. However, the Atman, the soul residing within, remains untouched, untarnished, and immortal. Moving forward, Krishna dwells on the nature of our reality. He outlines the transient nature of the physical world. Everything we see, touch, taste, or feel is temporary. Our experiences, our possessions, our relationships, they all change with the passing of time. Yet, we often get attached to them, leading to suffering and confusion. And here's where the wisdom of the enlightened comes in. The wise, Krishna explains, are not deluded by these temporary aspects of life. They understand the impermanence of the physical world and remain detached. They appreciate the beauty and diversity of life without being entangled in it. They are the ones who have mastered the art of equanimity. They remain calm and composed, irrespective of their external circumstances. They are not swayed by success or failure, pleasure or pain. They view these as mere waves in the ocean of life, rising and falling, but never affecting the depth of the ocean itself. This wisdom, Krishna emphasizes, is the key to living a life of peace and fulfillment. It's about perceiving the eternal amidst the transient, the soul amidst the body, the unchanging amidst the changing. And as we navigate through the ups and downs of life, Krishna's words echo in our hearts. They remain equanimous in pleasure and pain, success and failure. Krishna introduces the concept of nishkama karma, or action without attachment. This teaching is a cornerstone in the understanding of the Bhagavad Gita's wisdom. Krishna advises Arjuna, and through him, all of us, to perform our duty, our Dharma, without concern for the rewards or outcomes of our actions. This, he explains, is the key to inner peace and tranquility. What does this mean in our daily lives? It's about being fully present in the moment, in the task at hand, without constantly thinking about what we might gain or lose from it. It's about acting from a place of duty and love rather than desire and expectation. By doing so, we free ourselves from the chains of attachment and the inevitable suffering that comes from unfulfilled desires. This idea of selfless action leads us to the next profound teaching from Chapter 2 of the Gita, Sankhya Yoga, or the Yoga of Knowledge. This is not knowledge in the academic sense, but a deep intuitive understanding of the nature of reality and our place in it. Krishna explains that true knowledge is to know the difference between the eternal unchanging soul and the transient ever-changing physical world. This discernment frees us from the cycles of joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, birth and death. It allows us to see the world as it truly is, a play of cosmic energy, an illusion or maya. But how do we cultivate this wisdom? Krishna suggests it's through a disciplined mind, a balanced lifestyle and a heart full of devotion. It's about quieting the noise of the external world to hear the whisper of the soul. It's about seeing beyond the veil of illusion to perceive the eternal truth. And so we come to understand that the path to liberation is a journey of self-discovery. It's about unraveling the layers of ego and ignorance to reveal the true self, the Atman, which is one with the divine. Emphasizing discernment and the cultivation of wisdom as paths to liberation sets the stage for the teachings in the subsequent chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. As we delve deeper into this sacred text, we find that each chapter builds upon the last, guiding us on a journey of spiritual evolution and self-realization. A significant portion of Chapter 2 describes the characteristics of a steadfast mind. Sthita prajna. This state of being is not easily shaken by the whirlwinds of life. It is detached from materialistic pleasures and remains focused on the eternal truth. It's like a sturdy tree in the face of a storm, bending but not breaking, always returning to its upright form. Now let's turn to Arjuna. Despite absorbing Krishna's profound teachings, his doubts persist. He is, after all, human. He asks Krishna, how does one with a steadfast mind speak, sit, walk? These questions reflect his struggle to comprehend the practical implementation of these lofty ideals. But Krishna, ever patient and wise, reassures Arjuna. He explains that through consistent practice of detachment and discipline, this state of enlightenment is indeed attainable. It's not an overnight transformation, but a journey that requires perseverance and commitment. By practicing detachment and discipline, one can indeed reach this state of enlightenment. Chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita unveils the cornerstone of spiritual enlightenment and the way to an upright existence. Its teachings continue to be imperative, steering our infinite voyage of self-realization. For deeper understanding into the Bhagavad Gita, follow our channel and start your own inward journey. Namaste.